Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine. I popped in just to see what's good with you. See what's going on in your mind. See what messages you have for Divine Masculine at this time. See what you're feeling, what you're thinking about Divine Masculine, what you're thinking. Ooh, something shaky. I don't even know why I'm doing this on purpose. I'm touching the tripod with my foot. I did it by accident at first, but right, so it was an accident. But now you might be shaking things up just to see. You know, you might be doing it on purpose just to see because you realize what things were unstable. So you're having to you know, really test the waters in a real way. Also, I picked up Big Omni. I picked up my wand because I felt like I needed extra protection, extra strength. You might need extra protection at this time, extra help. I feel like you have it. I feel like you're getting psychic attacks because I just lost my download. A lot of psychic attacks. So I feel like you need protection because you're getting some type of attacks. Could be what someone is saying to you, someone's thinking about you, someone's perception of you. Your own fucking thoughts are psychically attacking you. I feel like something is taking a lot longer than you wanted it to. I feel like something is successful or will be successful, but it's going to take longer, or something slowed you up, or you're on your way to something, but something has slowed you down in a real way. In a real way. I feel like it's up to you. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to transform? I feel like you need to transform your perception of what the word transform means. Ooh, transform your perception of what the word transform means. For a lot of you, when you think transform, especially if you do tarot, you think of tarot, you watch tarot, when you think of the word transform, you think of the death card, you think of an ending, but a tower is the death card. The tower is really a death to something, you know? The tower is really a death to something. Death card, man, death card is transformation. Now there is life. Life comes out of the death card in a real way. Something completely dies as it is, but something beautiful is born out of the death card, and so that's what you need to keep your eyes on. That's what you need to focus on. That's what you've been focused on. That is taking you this far. Don't lose sight of that. I feel like there's levels to this transformation shit that you wasn't even expecting in a real way. You transformed more, or you're needing to transform. Either you're needing to transform things that you didn't even think that you had to transform, or you didn't realize what that needed to be transformed. You didn't even realize they were a thing, or you've been transformed in ways that you couldn't even imagine being transformed. It's like, yo, this is a lot of new for me, a lot of newness, a lot of transformation. Meanwhile, I don't feel like it's at all for the negative. I just feel like you're terrified. I feel like it's really scary. It's really unfamiliar. A lot of unknown. I feel like having to do a lot by yourself too. You know? Or that's just a perception, that's just the idea. And if you're feeling this way, you need to really reach out to your sisters. I'm really hearing that. You got sisters, reach out to them. And if you don't, find them. We out here. We are women, we love other women. We are divine feminines, we love other divine feminines. Even if you are in a man's body, whatever, I don't care how you identify, you know, I want to make sure you use the right pronoun. You know, they, them. We all love you. Find your tribe. Find your sisters. I'm hearing that. I keep hearing that. Find your sisters. Must be tapped into some woman needing to find her sisters. Or reach out to them. So that they can give her strength. So they can give her guidance in a real way. Let's get into prayer. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angel, spirit, God, spirit, animal, source, God, universe. Please cover my divine feminines. My beautiful divine feminines. Protect them from anyone wanting to abuse their loving, soft nature. Allow them to know that when they have to tap into their divine masculine energy to protect themselves, spirit. Please allow me to tap in and see what messages my divine feminines have laying in their subconscious minds, what messages their higher selves want to say. Any messages you have for them at this time, anything that they need to know, spirit, please protect the space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, spirit. You feel like you're running out of time about something now. It's just a countdown to something. It's just a countdown to something where you're running out of time, definitely. Might make you really nervous. It could be a Leo. It could be a Leo running out of time or something. Or you got Leo in your chart. Not necessarily. Could just be a powerful feminine. Could be a feminine energy. You really had to tap into her strength in a way she's never had before. And she's running out of time. So you need to put the pedal to the metal. You need to shift your perspective. You need to shift gears. For some of you, you need to speed up. For some of you, you need to slow the fuck down. Even though you're running out of time. This is a mind fuck in itself. 5:05 on the clock. Some of you got somewhere you got to get to. You're running out of time and you got to get there, so you got to speed the fuck up. And it's scary as fuck, too. This could be literal on a damn road and you fucking speeding. For others of you, you're running out of time. And you need to slow down and take your time so that you can get to the finish line all in one piece, you know? Slow and steady wins the race is what I'm hearing. Slow and steady wins the race. You might have precious cargo. You may be pregnant. You may be high risk. Needing to slow down so that you can have a healthy pregnancy. I feel like this is a huge change for you. 5:55 on the clock. Anyway, but I also feel like you've manifested some really big happy changes, or you have some really big happy changes, or some really big opportunities, and some adjustments are required somehow. Meanwhile, I'm not even using that deck, the Moonology deck, but that's the card that just popped up in my head. Adjustments are required. So some type of adjustments are required. Whether this is that you have to do a shift in perspective, a shift in beliefs, actually do some physical work somehow, to make some changes, clean some things, cleanse your space, declutter, throw some things out, do some home improvements, invest somewhere, invest some money, put in some work, take yourself with somewhere, make a move. Some of you physically having to do some work in order to get what you want, man. But and you're doing it, or you're needing to do it, so you can have big happy changes. Have the huge changes that you want, because big happy changes is here in reverse at the bottom of the deck from the angel answers, and I keep staring at it. But with the divine feminine, the Buddha wisdom, divine feminine cards, the first one out here is when you try to hold on to things after their time, you suffer and make others suffer. So there's something that you're trying to do, or some blessings that you're trying to step into, or some work you got to get done. And there's some type of habits, bad habits, some people, some things, some situations, some beliefs, something that you're still holding on to, that you're not releasing, so that you don't realize that you can't take it with you. You're not supposed to take it with you. It's slowing you down, weighing you down. It's getting in the way. It's serving as a blockage. Some of you got to go back and retrieve some things from your past. And when you go back and you retrieve some things from your past, you got to make sure that you keep it light when you move forward. Also, it gives me real Sankofa vibes. If you got to go back there, make sure you pick up some gems. It's going to help you move forward positively. Right, 7:55, help you move positively, help you go forward positively, But with a lot of you, when you go back there, when you go back to the past about something, you get real bitter all over again, or it gets real heavy, or you get real worried, or real low vibrational, filled with fear, filled with anger, one or more, or both, or just low vibrational thoughts and feelings, things that didn't matter. Now in the time of really worrying about what it is that we truly value. And so right now, some of you are dealing with somebody, or trying to take somebody with you, or take a relationship with you that represents or makes you feel, remind you of a time where you were really low vibrational, or where things wasn't working, but you would look the other way because something like this is like being completely not incompatible with someone, but they're so sexy, or the sex is so good. 8:44 on the clock. But the sex is so good that you just look the other way, Meanwhile, all y'all do is fight and fuck, It's great when y'all fucking, but all you do is fight, You and this person are not compatible. You're not happy with this person, but because you're placing value on the wrong thing. Instead of your happiness, you're placing value on your fucking physical, on pleasure, your physical needs, your sexual desires. And also being selfish, not wanting anyone else to have this because you just feel like it's so good. Also, I'm really tired. I feel like you're really tired. You're on fucking autopilot at this point. Whatever you're doing, you're at autopilot. I had to do that shit driving here from fucking New York to Georgia. At one point, I was driving on fucking autopilot. It was insane. I had to pray the whole fucking way, in a real way. I don't know what this is, or what this feeling is, but I'm in a daze. You may be in a daze at this point. may really be out of it. I just came back and now I'm actually back here with you. I'm sure if you watch the camera, you can see the difference because now I'm back. That shit was just weird. Where the hell was I? It's insane. It's something or someone that you're trying to take with you or hold on to that triggers you to be in a low vibrational state, or triggers your old way of thinking, some outdated way of thinking, or they have an outdated way of thinking, or brings you back to an outdated way of thinking. Something about this, something that's not healthy, something that doesn't serve you, and you don't want to let this person go, or you don't even want to speak up, because my throat chakra was bothering me when I got up in your energy too. You don't even want to speak up about where this is not okay, or where like you need to let go of this, or where like there's some things that need to be healed or released within this connection, or within a connection for it to move forward. But for a lot of you, this is people that you need to be like, you know what, this is not going to work. 1101, right? You know, you gotta be careful with the things that you're telling yourself. For a lot of you, you're trying to tell yourself things to make things work, make something work where you know you're not compatible with somebody, where you know you're not compatible with somebody and you're still trying to make things work, or the thoughts that you're having are fucking, they're unsavory. They're unsavory, and ultimately they're only gonna 1122. They're gonna bring you, you know, short-term satisfaction, but definitely not long-term satisfaction with this person, and you know it. Cultivate perfection of wisdom. I'm already 12 minutes in and I'm only on the first card and there's, okay, let's keep going. Cultivate perfection of wisdom. No fire, poison, sword, and water can harm you, right? Like I feel like you're dodging people's perceptions of you. You could be dealing with a masculine energy who says some wild things to you, says some harsh things to you. When I tapped up in a divine masculine's energy, he really had some harsh things that he said, or some harsh thoughts, or some harsh feelings that he had, you know, that towards divine feminine, even though he really does love divine feminine, that really shaped, changed their connection forever, or ended the connection, you know. And so a lot of you are having to really deal with, and honor yourself, pick yourself back up, honor the fact that you are not a reflection of this person, or a reflection of this person's perception of you. You are not this person's perception of you. Whatever they thought of you, if it doesn't make you feel good, or whatever they said to you, or whatever, you know, whatever they made you think about yourself, feel or think about yourself that wasn't positive, is not accurate, you know, and you're still struggling with this, or whoever you were dealing with is such a number on you that you still struggle with this, even in taking this into your new relationships. And because of this, man, like sometimes, like, you bring the poison that could possibly harm you, you know? You bring the poison that could possibly harm you. A lot of times your angels are working on behalf of you, you know, in spite of you, you know? They really have to, like, save you because you be bugging. You make bad decisions still. Because you're not done punishing yourself, even though you don't understand that you're divinely guided and protected, so you're okay. These could be your thoughts. It could get real dark in your head, and you got to protect this too, but also the people that you keep around you. It's like you'll trade one unsavory character for another, or you'll look the other way, or you think that you'll have an unsavory character, and I keep saying that, right? But I'm serious. You'll have some real questionable energies of people around you, 1331, as if that person mirrors you. Meanwhile, you know this person is questionable as fuck, so there's no way this person could be your soulmate, because you are always authentically you in a real way, you know, and you do the work on yourself, and then you'll realize, you'll see that you're dealing with somebody who's not doing the work on themselves, that they're not truly a reflection of you, yet you're so in love with them that you want to be blind and look the other way, and also ignore their fucking wickedness. A lot of times see where they're fucking wicked, or where their way of thinking is going to be a fucking problem later, or where they've already demonized you, or they will continue to demonize you because they got a real fucking limited or archaic, real caveman ass way of thinking about something, and it's fucking ultimately wicked. Something about it is wicked. I keep using that fucking word for a reason, but it gives you certain vibes, and you know it's not right, yet you're gonna look the other way anyway. I lost a download. I'm getting psychically attacked now because there's something about this. When you start to get real downloads about this person, you start to look the other way. You're like, nah, I don't want to believe it. I don't want to hear this, whatever, and then I lose it. Yeah, you know this person is wicked. For a lot of you, yo, you traded one wicked ass character like this for another, man. Or, oh, that was a download where you know that this person is really wicked inside just because that they're good to you or they're sweet to you or they sweet talk you. You think that they're not going to give you that side. Or you've seen them be wicked like this with someone else, yet you pretend like you don't know. Or you see a man, you see him do other women dirty and you thought he wasn't going to do you fucking dirty till he fucking does you dirty. And then you acting all surprised. You acting all shocked. What the fuck you shocked for? Fuck you shocked for? You thought you were special? If you so special, why you sticking around someone who's doing you dirty? I heard something, I watched something, a video, I wish I could remember, but it was a woman talking about a narcissist, and she said, you either recycle prey or the one who got away. You either recycle prey or the one who got away. Which one are you? You might have got away from one narcissist and ran into the arms of another, or one abuser and ran into the arms of another, or you're needing to do this, or you got away from abuser and you just, even though you know that you feel better or stronger, you know, someone that wasn't good for you, someone was toxic, doesn't have to be an abuser, but just someone who wasn't good for you, or was lying to you, wasn't honest with you, whatever, wasn't the right one for you. You got away from them and you're trying to ignore the reasons that you left, or 1555, you know, you don't like the change in your life, even though I feel like you have a lot of change for the better too, but I feel like you're trying to really ignore, you know, how bad it is, just how bad it is, because at some point, somehow, some point, some way, you still have a lot of hope, or have some hope in the back of your mind for this connection to be healed somehow, even though it's like, how, bro? How can it? This person is really emotionally immature in a real way, only cares about themselves, you know, only cares about their money. I feel like they shell not a lot of money as it is too, or their money is taking a hit, or for a lot of them, they feel like you would cost too fucking much, and they in their heads about this. They don't think they can afford you. They feel like it'll take you too much. It'll cost too much to take you out. For some of you, they feel like you too expensive. For some of you, you know, they're alcoholics. For some of you, they're alcoholics. They drink too much, party too much with their friends, or they, you know, they don't have real money because they party too much. They party too much. They play too much. For some of you, you know, yeah, and then they go out there with it, and you know this, and they party too much, or they go out to bars or clubs and they seduce women and shit or whatever, or they go out with their friends and they get drunk and they talk shit about you. Meanwhile, you know, you be fucking knowing. For a lot of you, they're fucking immature, they're alcoholics, all they do is party, all they care about is themselves, they drink a lot, I'm stressing that, they drink a lot. They spend a lot of money on drinking, on alcohol. They get real fucked up and in their head, and the things that they say, the things that they do, the conversations that they have. But also for a lot of you, man, there's something about it that they're really immature. They only want to pour into themselves, and it's like they only give you what they want to give you, but even what they give you, they're being deceptive about this. You know, they pretend to be your friend, but you know the truth. You know that they don't really care about you that way. You know that they don't really fuck with you that way. It's painful, but you know the truth. Also, someone talks to you as if, you know, they're your equal, or like they try to play mind games with you, but they're very immature. They're showing up as the, you know, as the pages of spears, and you're the queen of swords. You know, they're very immature. They're very, you know, reckless in the way that they communicate, ready to fight with you. But from an immature point of view, they don't use this. They just act off emotion. Could be a young fire sign, or someone who is really impulsive, or someone who's really angry with you, someone who's really fiery. Someone who's also very loyal, I feel like, you know, at heart, or wants to be, but they're working with too many energies, if you ask me. Also, like, they worry about too much about money, and it's also things that you've seen or things that have been revealed to you. Something was hidden. For some of you, this is a child, this is a baby with the moon card. For some of you, this is just bad habits, man, with this person, or other women, you know, with this person. It's non-committal king of coins energy, non-committal energy, you know, or a father who's not a good father, or, you know, a husband, someone you didn't know was married, or is an earth sign. I feel like, you know, contract, right? Two of Cups and the Lovers. Oof. Oof. Y'all had soul contracts in a real way. Justice in reverse. Whatever this was is an injustice to you. Someone could have really done work some dark magic on you, or really tried to seduce you, or demonize you sexually, or just use you for sex, or deceive you in a real way. Someone was really deceptive. Someone really tried to deceive you. Who was really deceiving themselves. Tried to deceive you, but was deceiving themselves because you brought so much harmony to their life. You might have started businesses that you could have started with them or helped them level up somehow. But some of you, this was someone that you mirrored, a soulmate, who treated you like you was some type of hoe, yo. Or treated you like you weren't, as smart, as wise, or as desirable as you are, or like, the ball was in their court, or like you couldn't do something, you weren't capable of doing something, capable of moving on, and so you believe this. Still, I feel like, I just started reading. I didn't mean to do that. What the hell? I'm just getting lost in the messages. Next card is absolute reality is beyond name, form, and individuality is within you. It is the gateway to your noble self. Absolute reality is beyond name, form, and individuality. It is within you. It is the gateway to your noble self. Like, I just feel like, you might be in certain situations and you're able to co-create your reality at all times. Don't let your situation get the best of you. Don't let someone tell you what is, or don't limit yourself for your options. Or I feel like life is so much bigger, the world is so much bigger than what you've known. you know what do you truly desire? What do you truly want? Don't limit yourself. I also feel like, do you want this to be real or not? It's up to you whether or not things are only real if you want them to be. Things are only as good as you see them to be. If you go into something believing that it's going to be fucked up, then it will be. If you go into something knowing that it's going to work, it will be. I feel like you need to know how powerful you are at all times. Also, heart-to-heart conversations are out here. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. It's out here. It's upright. And it's the first card. Meanwhile, that was the last romance angel card that I pulled in Divine Masculine's reading, and his came out in reverse. So I feel like you need to be honest with a divine masculine, a masculine energy where you are not happy. Someone you may see as a soulmate, someone you may see as potentially as a true love, but I also feel like you have found a true love or a soulmate connection elsewhere, whether this is in yourself or with someone else, or you are pregnant, or this is this person. You need to have heart-to-heart conversations about some newfound awareness, a real spiritual awakening moment, a real waking up. 222, 2220, 220 on the clock. I just saw, waking up to where you are your own soulmate, where you are your own soulmate first and foremost, a love connection, a love union between your inner divine feminine, inner divine masculine. That's the true love connection. That's the romance of a lifetime, attraction in reverse. But for some of you, someone makes you feel unattractive, or someone tries to trigger that in you, or someone wasn't attracted to you, or someone wanted to fight you instead of fight for you, or someone made you feel like they didn't want you somehow, or like you were a problem, or like they had to fight you off. Meanwhile, that it wasn't you weren't the problem, and you needed your friends to help you with this, because your Queen of Wands energy took a hit. You don't really feel that lovable, that sexy, that confident anymore. Your self-esteem took a real hit for a lot of you. And this person triggered some things in you, that someone else did to you, and you need to honor that. It's part of your soul work. But for some of you, you're finding out that you're pregnant. For some of you, this person you still believe is a true love. You want to talk to this person because you still believe this person is a soulmate or a true love. For others of you, you have a soulmate connection now with the baby. And it's true love, You need to talk to, you're divinely guided to talk to a masculine about this, who I don't feel like wants to really have this conversation somehow. From the Reiki cards, we have serenity in reverse. I feel like you don't know any serenity. I don't really know what the word serenity means for real, the textbook definition. But when I think of serenity, I just feel like peace, I really feel like that. I think of like Zen, being at peace, which I feel like was all you want. Calmness and peacefulness in a real way. And I don't feel like you have that right now. Or someone you're dealing with, their energy isn't that, or their energy doesn't make you feel that way. Right, and then next card we have is an angel answers card, and it's yes in reverse, right? So yes in reverse is a no. They don't make you feel that way, Also, no, you don't want to have these conversations. No, you don't want to do these, you don't want to remove the things that you don't want, that you find it difficult from your life. Like all the tough things that you have to do, you don't want to do. Meanwhile, no, yes in reverse. It's a no for this to continue as it is. Triumph in reverse. You will not win. Also, throat chakra is here in reverse because you're not speaking up about something. For some of you, you're not speaking up about you being pregnant. You're pregnant. For some of you, just have a real opportunity or opportunity for abundance or money, or you're moving, or you know that you're not speaking up about, but a masculine energy is watching. You don't know that they're watching and paying attention, but they're watching deceptively because they're not moving forward. They're watching you move forward with the way you were supposed to be moving forward together and getting rewarded for something on your own that where they're still feeling unsafe and unsecure or unstable somewhere, you know. But they could have been moving forward with you, but they deceived themselves somehow, or they deceived you somehow. I feel like, so that they're not triumphant. They're not triumphant, but you are, and you're afraid. For some of you, you are, and you're afraid. For some of you, you are, and you're afraid because you can't talk to this masculine energy about what it is you're going through. Meanwhile, this masculine energy is watching you with the side eye, not even happy for you or about what it is that you got going on. So you don't want to talk to him about anything, for real, for real. You think this is a soulmate. You're your own soulmate, and he's really angry about the soul connection that you found within inside yourself. Then we have destiny out here in reverse, and then passion ignited. I feel like you're still very fucking passionate about something that is not your destiny, or you feel like something, a new opportunity that you got, you won't be destined to make happen, you know? Like this is that, you know, that fire burning inside. You know, for some of you, you have a new heart. For some of you, have an opportunity. Something is going on medically that you don't feel like you're up right now, or you're destined to survive. For some of you, you know, you don't think that you're destined to be, like, it's a baby in your belly, and you don't think that you're gonna be able to carry the baby. For some of you, you don't think it's your destiny to fully live out all your passions, but it absolutely is. You can make it fucking happen in a real way. Whatever the fuck it is that you want, you see it, you visualize it, you claim it, it's already yours, babe. Or for a lot of you, dealing with somebody who did such a number on you that you can't even fathom, man. Right. Knight of Swords in reverse. Someone was so cruel to you, man. And the way that they spoke to you, how reckless they spoke to you. From the Mystic Bees and official, unofficial messages, it's like twin flame answers or whatever. I just pulled what is divine feminine. I want to say divine masculine. We have Jeepers Creepers. What the fuck? And then terrified. I feel like someone's just freaking you out at this point. Whatever they're doing is disturbing. Whatever download you're getting about them, whatever you realize that they've done, the way that they've manipulated you, it's really disturbing. It's really scary. It really frightens you. You realize that you don't even know who you were dealing with, who you were sleeping with, you know? You realize that they weren't giving you anything, that they were lying the whole time, that you really didn't have proof of anything that you needed to have proof of, that you really don't know who this person is. Or you don't have to be sleeping with this person, or had to be sleeping with this person, but this person is freaking you out. It's giving you the creeps. It's reminding you of a time. You hear something about you, you remind me. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. And I also was thinking Mary J. Blige. You remind me. It's weird. You remind me. I need to tell you also, I am asleep. You may be asleep. You may be asleep at the fucking wheel. If you are sleeping, put on some music, wake up, blast yourself, like wake the fuck up. Some of you are asleep at the wheel, metaphorically and fucking literally, fucking physically. You are driving and you are sleeping with your fucking eyes open. Wake the fuck up. Oh my gosh. Temperance card. Like balance this shit out, please, in a real way. The Magician card. Someone's being manipulative, but also you don't realize that you got it. You got all the tools that you need. Also, you don't realize that the masculine energy is not in control. You give him too much credit. You give him too much control, and you gotta chill. You are the star. He's not the star. He knows this. He's super emo about this too. You know, he can't beat you. You know. You're the Empress in reverse. He doesn't like this, that you have this hierarchy. Like, he's the King of Cups, maybe. He's the King of Cups. He's super emotional. But Empress in reverse. He's not in harmony somehow with this Empress in reverse. Could be a Leo. The Sun card is here. Libra, Taurus could be here. You know, Sagittarius is here. Aries is here. But not necessarily. I'm about to get up out of here. This was a different read. I did it interesting this time. It was different than I did Divine Masculines, but whatever. I fell asleep I've been sleeping through your whole fucking reading, which is ill in itself, you know. You really tapped in. You just do shit naturally, but wake the hell up, please. Miracle in reverse and perseverance. A divine masculine got that too, and power. I feel like you're standing in your power, and then clarity, and you got clarity, and then introspection. You went inside yourself in a real way, You're pushing through, you're persevering in a real way, because you have, and you come into union with somebody, with yourself, or you're needing to come into union with yourself, or with a baby, or with a new business, a new group, some partnership of some sort, or a new lover. But you manifested a miracle you didn't even expect to. Hold on, Poppy. You manifested a miracle you didn't even expect to manifest, or someone else is trying to shit on it. Someone else is not honoring, and you're gonna push through anyway. It doesn't even matter if they don't want to honor the miracle that is y'all, y'all connection, or whatever it is. You got a brand new beginning of some sort. Stop it. Page of Cups. This is new love, new relationship, new offer, new friendship. New baby. Some of you are pregnant, new baby. Stop. God is helping you. You could be a spiritual teacher. You got a spiritual teacher. Stop. I am recording. I'm not playing. Could be a Scorpio masculine energy trying to play around with your emotions. He's really immature. He plays too much. He don't take it seriously. And you tired of the games. You've been given a lot. Stop. Hush. 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 Mommy is working. Stop. Stop. Boy, give me a minute, please. Give me a second. I gave it to you earlier. You didn't want it. See what I'm saying? Now they want it. Now when you take it back, when you ain't got it, I ate it. Now when you took it back and because you went out of your way to give them something that they didn't even want to begin with, or they didn't ask you for, you did it out of the kindness of your heart. They didn't want it. They rejected it. And now hours and hours later, when you're no longer offering somebody something, or when you're needing to get to work, here they go trying to hold you up or distract you, asking you for something that's no longer on the table. That is a metaphor for somebody. There was an offer that was on the table that is no longer on the table. I need to tell you how I feel. How I truly feel. You need to be honest with a masculine about how you truly feel. Meanwhile, his father is here. He could have went to his father. Why he's here bothering me is just to bother me. There could be a Scorpio coming to bother a Leo instead of going to deal with an Aquarius that they can go deal with. Go bother an Aquarius. Go deal with an Aquarius. Could be a masculine Aquarius. Go deal with that Aquarius. Go deal with some shit. Why are you coming to bother me, or why are you looking over here? Whatever this is, I tried to give you something that you didn't want. You turned it down. You didn't want my offer. Ooh. I felt guilty in reverse. Right. I don't feel guilty. I don't feel guilty about none of that just happened. I tried to feed that little boy. Now he can go to his father and go eat, because mommy got up and mommy made lunch for everybody, including him. And he told me several times I do not want it. Now here you come to me 2 hours later like, where's my sandwich? No, you would have to get a whole new sandwich because that sandwich got ate. I made it and you ain't want it. Somebody else ate that. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, Emperor in reverse, right. Lovers is out here. Ooh, right. Aries, Taurus. Ooh, man down. Could be a masculine energy. Could just be, masculine energy you're dealing with. Could be your husband. Could be your child's father. Could be anybody. In reverse, you're not dealing with him. You see how I threw his ass down? Lovers. Nobody got no time for that. Temperance. You balancing out your energies, putting it elsewhere. You could be balancing out your energies, transmuting that shit, putting that shit into your work, something that you have to focus on, some shit that you have to read, some things that you have to sign, some things that you have to study. I need to read a book. I've been wanting to read a book for days in a real way. Also, there's a complete ending to something, of a violent ending to something, a ending that you're worried about, something that you didn't expect, you didn't want to happen. Your money, something ended, something is broken, something came down, something was unexpected. I keep hearing didn't Venus square Uranus yesterday. So unexpected events or some shit. Could be unexpected events in love. I don't know. I'm not an astrologer or something, but something about money that something happened unexpectedly where you had to invest money, put money out somewhere where you weren't aware. You had no clue was gonna happen. Feel like your money's taking a hit, but you gotta recoup, you gotta recover, but you will. For some of you, you need somebody to put hands on you. For some of you have to have surgery. For some of you, you're going to have surgery. You have had surgery. You need to have surgery.